Hello and welcome, this is Angie with thecountrysheetcottage.net, here today with another Cricut craft that you are going to love. So, did you know that you can add heat transfer vinyl or iron-on to wood? So why would you want to do that instead of vinyl? So you know that if you add adhesive vinyl to wood, you can actually peel that up fairly easily, right? So little hands might actually peel it up without you knowing it when you have it sitting around your home's decor. So if you add iron-on to the wood, it's actually way harder to peel up, and it almost feels like you've painted the wood. But all you did is cut iron-on with your Cricut machine and adhered it to wood. So let's make a simple project with a wood slice and some iron-on to get a feel for how this works. You're going to need your Cricut Easy Press. You'll need something to protect your work surface. I'm using the Easy Press mat. You're going to need your wood. I'm using a rustic wood slice. Your heat transfer vinyl or iron-on, and then something to protect the Easy Press itself from anything that may come out of the wood. So I usually use like butcher paper, parchment paper. They also make Teflon sheets that you can use as well, so it just depends on what you have and what you want to use. Now, I've already cut the heat transfer vinyl using my Cricut machine. If you have questions about heat transfer vinyl itself, what is it, how do you use it, you can definitely head to the description below and I will drop a link for a video that will explain everything you ever wanted to know about it. I won't go into details on how to cut the heat transfer vinyl in this video because it would be a bit repetitive for those of you that have used it for a long time, but you can find the information there if you need it. Alright, so now we're just going to weed away all of the excess. You want to weed away everything from around the outside of your design as well as things like the centers of the letters. Then once you're done weeding, your piece will have your design all laid out, so it should look exactly like you want it on your wood slice. So this one says Farm Sweet Farm. I will have the cut file for this one on thecountrysheetcottage.net, and you can find a link in the description below for that. And so then we need to heat up this wood a little bit. And I am just going to use paper. So this is a butcher paper. You can also use something like parchment paper, just something that can handle the heat. And we're going to heat the wood up for about 15 seconds. I have the time and temperature set on my Easy Press, and you can check out the Cricut heat guide for the appropriate time and temperature if you're using Cricut iron-on. And then we'll just place our design where we want it on the wood slice. Put our butcher paper down, put our heat press down, press the button. Now you want to press down with firm pressure for the entire time on the Easy Press. Then when it beeps, the time is over. We can lift the Easy Press off. We can lift the paper. Now the product is a warm peel product, so we can peel it when it's warm. However, the wood is going to get super hot as you're pressing it. What I also like to do is just go over my design with something like a squeegee or an old credit card. And I only do this when I'm doing it on wood, just to make sure that all those are in contact with the wood. The wood surface itself, this is sanded really smooth, but it's still slightly imperfect. So I want to make sure that everything is getting in contact with the wood as it cools just for a couple seconds, just so it won't burn my hands. And then we'll test it and see if it's stuck. If it's not stuck, we'll just put the paper back on and press again. So far so good on that side. And I kind of like to check it from all the sides. That side looks pretty good. That side was lifting a little bit. And I'm seeing a little lift over here. So I'm going to press it once more. Same time, same temperature, firm pressure. Then once that's done for the second time, again I'll lift the Easy Press off. And we'll just repeat the same process. So I'm going to allow it to cool a few seconds while making sure that everything is staying down on that wood surface. So since we pressed this the second time, this is really hot this time. I can feel the heat on my hands, so I'm really going to let it cool off quite a bit before trying to lift that up. And I think this is cool enough to touch. We'll just start peeling this back. Everything looks really good now. So if everything is stuck, just keep peeling back. I'm getting a little lift. I'm going to try to burnish, and then we can repress if needed. We are going to repress at the very end just to make sure everything is down well. Alright, so everything looks really, really good except for just one small piece. But we are going to repress this anyway. So I'm going to put the butcher paper back on the top, and we are going to press for the full time and temperature, once again pressing down firmly. So this will ensure that everything is adhered to the wood down well, and you can cut the time a little bit on this. I might go about half the time, but just to make sure everything is well adhered, I like to heat it up once more. And we'll go about 25 seconds this time. And we can lift that off. And this time you should be able to feel and make sure everything's stuck down really well. Again, let it cool completely before you start feeling on that. And if it's not, you can definitely put the butcher paper back on and press one more time. So that's it. Now I've added iron-on to a wood slice. I have a cute piece of home decor for my farm, all within a couple of minutes, all with iron-on and my Cricut machine and some wood, and that's it. Now, I've used a wood slice, but use the same thing for a variety of other materials. You can even do it on painted wood. Yes, you can. I've done it before. Just use the same tips and tricks that I've showed you here and put that iron-on on wood, any wood surface, and come away with a project that you absolutely love. So, if you like this project, you like the tips and tricks, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube. You might also want to scroll on back to our YouTube channel, check out all the other old videos, because I'm sure there'll be some projects you'll love there as well. While you're there, be sure to subscribe because you don't want to miss any of our Cricut videos. We have them every week, and you'll want to be sure to catch them all. So thank y'all so much for joining me today, and I'll be back next week with another Cricut video. Thanks y'all. Bye-bye.